Good morning. It is the last day of the first week of teaching. Yay. So far it's going very well. And yesterday I went ahead and did what I said I was going to do yesterday morning, which was to bring back the way I used to teach. And I don't know why I was trying anything different. So the entire list of lesson plans that I was so excited to have built through literally the end of school year are now just going to be a bunch of backup options. Oh well, because my students, all of them, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, are ecstatic, which is something remarkable to say about high school English students at a private school. They're ecstatic about the rest of the year, about how we're going to experiment. Well, they're going to experiment. I'm going to see it work again. I created a system of teaching last time I was teaching that essentially gives the students the ability to create their own courses based on the objectives, as opposed to me creating their courses based on their objectives, because the fact of the matter is they're in high school. And once you're in high school, at least in English, the objectives that you're teaching, the goals, the outcomes that need to happen throughout the year are very fluid, are very intangible. You could literally do almost anything and accomplish the objectives. And I don't know why I have to decide what they need to do when they would be complaining and not taking ownership about those things. Whereas, alternatively, I could put it in their hands every single week and be like, listen, here's the 2 objectives that we're doing. Or for the upper school, I might let them choose the objectives, X amount each week. And let's talk about, I'm going to teach you, like the lesson is simply what the objective is and the options of how to achieve that. And then they creatively create their version of how they want to explore that and show their understanding at the end of the week. I love this. I love doing it like this. It's way more fun teaching like this. If you're an English teacher, or any kind of teacher almost, can use this. The maths is a little different, but even science, if you want to talk to me about the invention that I have, it's really easy to use, and it's way more fun to teach, and it's way more fun for the students to learn. The scripture of the day is Proverbs 13:20, I believe, and it says, I'm paraphrasing now, those who walk with the wise become wise. Those who are companions of fools suffer harm. So many things came out of this passage this morning, but I just wanted to point out a few things. Walking with is correlate to being a companion of. Except that walking with infers direction and movement. Being a companion of does not. Even if you are going to have movement, let's look at the other part of that verse. To walk with the wise is to become wise. To be a companion of fools is to suffer harm. To become something infers intentionality. To suffer something infers victimization. It occurred to me that to walk with the wise regards that the wise person has intentionality about their life. Their body is submitted to their spirit, their soul, their will, and their emotions. Their soul is submitted to a vision, and that comes through the spirit. Even if someone is using a darkened vision or a vision from a source that is not right, that is not God, it is still representing the principle that wisdom has to do with being vision-led by the Spirit, that your soul submits to your will and your emotions, that your body has to submit to in order to achieve it. A fool, on the other hand, has no intentionality. There is no vision being led. Their soul, their will, and the emotions are most likely more often led by their body. That is 2 different directions of things. We have a spirit and a soul and a body. You're either having the body submitted to the soul, submitted to the spirit, or the spirit darkened and the soul submitted to the body. That is the difference of a wise person and a foolish person, according to the way this passage is expressing it. And the difference also is that the outcome of a wise person is a direction that results in likely the accomplishment of the intentionality. The result of living foolishly, having no vision, is suffering, harm. Okay, that's it. Have a happy Friday.